Alright guys, we are back in Warcraft Rumble, and today I'm going to talk to you guys about PvP, okay? So PvP, player versus player it can be difficult, it can be intimidating. I'm going to break it down, I'm going to make it super simple for you guys, okay? So PvPs have seasons. Right now we're in season 1. It'll show you kind of what map we do. It'll also show you the type of tower that you're doing, and then it'll show you that it kind of modifies your unit's many. So everyone's going to be on the same playing field as far as the levels go. So let's go and get into a game here. So let's go ahead and do Tyrion, because a lot of you guys might have a Tyrion deck that you want to start off with. Okay. So go and click the Rumble button, and we are going to look for a match. And I'm going to go ahead and kind of tell you the elements here as I play. So if I win or lose, that's besides the point. I'm going to just kind of show you guys how to be good at PvP, okay? So number one is you want to understand map awareness. You want to be aware of what they're putting out, what you're putting out. So number one, let's go ahead and get control of the map a little bit, right? He's got an Abomination coming out. We can maybe drop one of these guys. He's got his Miner coming out. I'm going to go ahead and drop... let's go and do it like that. Go and drop Forge Ring out. So he's just like giving me his tower, it looks like. I mean, he literally just seems to be giving me the tower. I'm going to have to deal with his stuff here. I made a mistake there, but I'm going to have to deal with his guy here pretty soon. So let's go ahead and just, lay out some distractions. Let's go ahead and, maybe put out some DPS. Okay, so let's go and take a peek. These guys seem to be doing okay over here. And let's go and gain control of the mines here pretty quickly. So, unit placement. Okay, so number one, map awareness. Number two is unit placement. Knowing where to place your units will be, you'll win and lose games based off of that, basically. You'll notice for me, my goal is to overpower him and gain control of the resources, essentially. Okay, so boom, look at this. My strategy's already working. So, I want to gain control of the... I mean, he's basically giving me the game. So I'm just going to keep just plopping out dudes. I'm going to keep gaining control of resources. So you have the 3 lanes. For funsies, I'm just going to plop that guy out right there. Deal with any stuff that he might put out. Let's plop out another Forge Ring. And, I mean, unless he does some crazy, maneuvers, it's a game. The game is over. I've won, right? He didn't deal with the threats as they came. He kind of was focused on his own strategy, if that makes any sense. And, you don't want to, panic, right? What you want to do is you want to figure out, okay, what am I trying to do, but then also counter what they're trying to do. And you have to adjust your plan based off of what your opponent does, if that makes any sense, okay? So we're going to play another game here, and we're going to kind of show you guys a little bit more of, kind of what we can do. This time we will play, actually, let's go with this Forge Ring again, okay? So, don't panic, okay? Never panic during PvP. Don't get upset when you lose. Ask yourself why you lost, right? So, okay, so, unit placement... Map awareness, right? So he's obviously running a swarm deck, okay? So that is the precise counter to what I'm doing right now. So I need to act very fast, okay? And I cannot let him gain resources. That's the bottom line. I cannot let this guy gain control of resources. I have to be the one to gain control of the resources. So rather than go for the tower right now, my most important goal right now is to essentially gain control of resources. Because as you can see, he is on the prowl. He's ready to go for these resources. We need to start dropping guys in the middle lane. Start dropping guys in. Yeah, this guy's obviously pretty decent. So let's go and let everything cool off. We need to put out a threat. We need to put out something that is going to make him... yeah, we need to put out threats, basically. So let's go ahead and do that. We're going to put out another Forge Ring here in a second. And then we're going to go ahead and put out our Defias Bandits to gain control of the middle lane resources. He's making several mistakes right now. So that's good, but this game is all but done. He's running a Swarm deck, so there's really not much I can do. I can try to distract him, but, you know, at the end of the day... So, also, like, you'll notice that, like, I might switch the lanes right here, so you can switch the lanes like I just did and make the, you know, that flying unit go towards that. And that's because, like I said, I want to gain control of the resources. I want to be in control of the map, right? So I put out a Forward Ring a little bit too early. The reason why I did that is because I want to deal with that miner right there. And... let's see what happens here. So it looks like the game is all but over. There's really not much he can do at this point. So PvP is a great way to experiment, especially when you're in the lower... oops. Well, especially when you're in the lower tiers, basically. When you're in the lower levels of PvP. Everybody's experimenting. Everybody is... you know, doing their thing. So let's play the exact same deck that he played, but let's just do it right, okay? So, you know, you want to experiment. You want to have fun with PvP. Don't take it too seriously, okay? Map awareness, unit placement, timing, okay? That's the third element, is knowing not just what units to put out, but when to put them out, okay? So, hopefully it doesn't disconnect me here. Let's go ahead and take a peek here. All right, what do we got? Let's go ahead and start off by gathering our resources. That's step 1, okay? Step 2, let's go ahead and start controlling the map. All right, so he's got... oh, we don't want that. Get rid of that. Good, boom. Okay, so you'll notice that, like... Okay, watch and admire, people. Step 1, plop that out. Step 2, plop that out. Okay? So we're playing the exact same deck that he played. Now, granted, he just snuck one of my towers. So, good on him. While I was sitting here chatting with you guys, he grabbed one of my towers. He'll, you know, they'll do that. You know, so let's go ahead and grab one of his towers. Okay, so he's probably got it. There's a very strong possibility that this is game. So one simple mistake will ruin, you know, it can ruin. That's okay. That's fine. You're not going to be perfect, right? So now what he's doing is he's putting the pressure on me. So I'm not going to panic. I'm probably going to die, but I have, you know, can I make one last stand here, right? That's kind of the question that we have to ask ourselves. And the answer is no. It looks like he has got me. Okay, so what mistake did I make, right? Very simple. Very simple. I wasn't aware of the map. I did not use map awareness, right? And so therefore he was able to exploit, you know, essentially what... like, I had my own little plan. Obviously, I'm talking to you guys as well. But I had like a little plan in my head, and I wasn't aware of the map. So let's go ahead and, you know, obviously we need to be a little bit more map aware during this next game. Okay, so... and these are just beginning strategies. Okay, so this is going to be a... like, he is running the direct counter to exactly what I'm doing. He plopped Tyrion in the middle, plopped her in the middle. We got to get rid of the Huntress. The Huntress is... yeah, see, like, it's... we gotta add some distractions here. We gotta put out our guy. Alright. Okay, so that's fine. I think we're good to go. I think we're fine. Everything's looking good. Everything's looking good. Okay. So, remember when I said, like, like timing, right? Like, oh, like, you got all these guys coming at you. I ain't even tripping, all right? So what you do is step 1, step 2. Do it that way. Maybe send some support this way. See, I was map aware. I saw that he placed his Molten Giant there, and so I'm trying to get rid of his Molten Giant and deal with all these dudes. The Wolf is pretty hard to compete with as far as lane control goes, but I think we can make it happen. Let's go. Okay, so boom. We took a tower. We're moving forward. So now we need to support our units. We need to plop a little bit of support in there. Okay? So what we're going to do now is we're going to do the exact same thing. We're going to wait till we get 10 of these. We're going to time this perfectly. So we do 1 and 2. And that's kind of how swarm decks work, right? Is you want to overwhelm your opponent. They make a simple mistake, right? And then you can exploit that mistake, if that makes any sense. Okay? So anyways, guys, I think that's going to be it for this video. If you want to see more Warcraft Rumble videos, please let us know. If you want to see me do more PvP, let me know. Let me know what you guys want to see. And yeah, you know, we really appreciate you guys coming by. This is just a very basic video on PvP. If you want more in-depth videos, you know, stay tuned. Thank you, guys.